Well, top of the morning to you. I did a little bit of cleaning in the garage. I got all the junk like equipment over here, the lawn mowers and power equipment and stuff. I kind of got it out of this corner and gave me some more space to get some garbage and stuff out of here. Now I'm focusing on getting my workout area rearranged a little bit more. And then I took some of the stuff that was on the toolbox and moved it over here. This is kind of like my miscellaneous stuff that I work with when I'm packaging and pre-filling stuff and everything, or filling up orders. Wow, you guys are amazing. Look what came through last night. Yeah, I only had 2 of these orders last night, and after I put that video up last night, you guys are, this is awesome, man. You guys, overnight you sent through 8 orders. I can't believe it. That's unbelievable. I'm blown away by how much support that I actually have here. And I really haven't even tried marketing this that well. This is just us. Only us here on this YouTube channel. These sales aren't coming from anywhere else. They're not coming from TikTok. They're not coming from Facebook. They're coming from right here on the YouTube channel. It tells me exactly where the sales are coming from. And it's from you guys on this channel that support me. I haven't even... Bearded Vortex kit here, Motor Oil Geeks kit here, PTT's kit here, and Rainman's kit. I still got to print his box, but so many of you guys jumped in, and then I was like, man, I got to focus on their orders first before I can get to these other guys. But then I really need to get to them as well, because they've been my almost like family to me for years now. So it's kind of hard to balance it out right now and who gets what and priority, and it's been unbelievable. And they haven't even spoke about the kit yet. They haven't even had a chance to put it in their hands and use it. Can you imagine if Bearded Vortex, PTT, Motor Oil Geek, and Rainman was using this and they were like, you know what, it's pretty dang cool. I don't know if I would be able to keep up with orders, but I guess that's something that I'm gearing up for. That's why I'm getting a second printer today, so I can ramp up production. And then I have a guy that is wonderful with this stuff. He's a genius when it comes to engineering and CAD work and fabrication, and he knows all the answers to the issues that I'm having before I even can get it to fully come out of my mouth. So, and then he's got 4 printers. He's gonna help me produce. So all I got to do is say the word and be like, hey man, I need 50 more, I need 100 more, whatever it is, I need 200 more, and he'll start working on it. And that's what I'm intending to do as well. It's just the guys with the custom boxes, just be a little bit more patient with me, because your boxes, they takes a long time to print. It's not easy to print those custom boxes, but I like doing it. I like being able to send out a custom box with your kit. And what I do is on the edge of the sliding lid that slides in and out, I don't know if you guys are okay with it or not, but it's just something that I do, is once it's done and printed and cured and sat for a while, I'll take like a lighter or like a heating torch and I'll heat up the 2 corners, and I'll take a pair of pliers and I'll grip the plastic and I'll kind of pull out just a little bit and put like a crease with the pliers, like indentation with the pliers in the end of it, so that way the lid doesn't slide so easy. So just at the end, you've got that, it's a little flare out, and it kind of bites in, so the lid doesn't come out so easy on you, and it actually kind of locks in. I'll show you real quick. It's like this one right here that I just got done with. You can take the top of it, and you actually have to force it to open it, because I take a crease and I put right at the edge on both sides, and then when it goes back together, it actually kind of snaps back together and holds it, instead of it going like this. So that way you can move the tool from point A to point B, keep the tool, it's not just coming open on you just willy-nilly, you know. Anyway, like I said, I just wanted to say thank you guys. You guys are amazing. My plan is I've got another generation of a fitting coming out that I like it better than the one I'm using now. The one I'm using now is good, but I've got another generation coming out. I don't know when I'm going to be done with it. It's hard to get the CAD work and stuff together and make it work right. It's something that I really like. This tool, there's only so much you can do to make it better and make it better and make it better. You might be able to make it fancier, or you might be able to make it have more lines or more wording or something on it, or custom tailor the cans to people or something like that. I want to come out with a mini version for like the smaller filters, for like the Nissans, and they have the itty bitty guys. So I want to come out with a mini version as well. and also a larger version for the industrial guys. I already started coming out with one for them. I already have it made. I just got to produce it and then attempt to try it and make sure that it all works out. So it's a lot of moving pieces going on all at the same time, but I know this works, and this is for the majority of filters and stuff that are out there. And this is what I'm going to focus on right now. This is the bread and butter of the entire operation, and I'm glad you guys are here to support it. And I'm going to have some other stuff up there, like I'm going to put the windshield wiper cowl drain kit for the F-150s. That's going to go up as well from like 2015 to like 2021. I'm going to put a drain kit for the F-150s up there that redirects the water flow off of the cowl down into the like fender area instead of out onto the engine bay on the electrical connectors on the fuse box. So I'm in the process of actually creating the CAD design and stuff for that. That shouldn't be that hard to come up with. That should be pretty easy for me to finish. I just got to make time for it. Just give me time, guys. I want to try to get your guys' stuff out within a few days of when you order it. But realistically, if you order during the week, it's hard. It's going to be hard for me to get it out during the week. It's going to have to be like get my orders together during the week, and then on the weekend just ship everything out all at the same time. That's theoretically what it is going to have to come down to. But I'm going to try to do as good as I possibly can. And right now, with them having me on a shipping label pause because they're doing an account verification because I'm brand new, which was kind of that was a curveball. I didn't expect that. But it is what it is. I'm being transparent with you guys. Just thank you. Thank you for everything. I'm going to leave the link down below. Grab you a kit. Get in line just like everybody else. I'm going to fill these orders between tonight and tomorrow morning. I'm going to get some more fittings and stuff printed. And then when I get that other printer home tonight, I'm going to get it fired up. And we're going to start getting some custom boxes printed. This one I'm already starting to run into failures because I've been running it around the clock. It's already starting to have something called a strain gauge. It goes in the bottom plate, and it sometimes loses its position when it's done printing of where it's supposed to be, so it'll bottom itself out all the way to the bottom of the printer. And then when you go to start your next print, it doesn't know that it's all the way at the bottom. It thinks that it's closer to the top, but it's really not. And then there's like no way to actually, so the little sensor gauge thing in the bottom, because I've already put this thing through like 400 and some hours worth of work in the last 6 weeks that I'm working in. So I went ahead and ordered 4 of those sensors. 2 directly from the company and 2 from an aftermarket company that has OE parts. So I can get this, I want to get that little sensor replaced in it. But it still works fine. I still know how to re-zero it out, bring it back up to level, and then restart my next print. The problem is I need another printer. In case these things happen, I have another printer to go off of. And that's exactly why I'm picking up the printer that I'm picking up today. It's brand new, right from Best Buy. Same exact one. And we'll go from there. So y'all be blessed. Take care. Love y'all. Thanks for the support. It's overwhelming right now. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.